6 in the CS, and you can see in the mid lane, 17-3 for the Lina on Ori, as nothing to say. Pretty close with 15-2, so kind of what we expected, a wash overall. But back to the original conversation with how much roaming potential each side has in terms of the ganking is. Why? Swashbuckle, and that ends up being first blood, going the way of XXS. Yeah. Ame still very healthy though.
This is what ends up happening when you don't have tangos for
to live.
He already has really good base HP regen, he has good armor, and he's playing against a lane that's not that strong. So I don't know if he needs the ring for sustenance in the lane.
Hold on. Q. He will die to Siamese Cat.
See, so here's the thing. He got the passive block there.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's a factor we didn't consider. Whether he was going to block.
When you say we, you mean you. You did not.
You did not consider it either.
Faith getting kited a bit more now by Monet.
Good damage. He might actually kill him here.
Yeah, he could. Multi-shot is there, and that's going to be enough. TP is coming in now.
That's what you asked, right?
Q onslaught. Oh, gets gusted. Immediate cancellation. That would have been option D. They killed both of them, and they split it.
All right, so every prediction we had was actually wrong.
That is correct.
It's not even
Ori, he's going to get glimpsed back, but
nice disrupt on the chains.
Searing chains. Not available here, but Ori will drop nonetheless. There's nothing to say with the sleight of fist.
Oh, and he's even going to get a regen rune here for his troubles. Just needs to wait until the Shadow Poison laning, like if you can sustain better in the jungle, or maybe he just had a different read on the lane, that he needed it. I think now that we've seen the lane play out, it didn't really feel necessary. I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. We're going to see the jump here onto Siamese Cat. Instant disruption as Jin Q looking on the sideline for the bigger kill on Monet. Pulverize is there. They're going to be able to get the support right off the bat. The trample comes in. I think the gust actually missed here from Monet. He's going to get glimpsed back, and that is going to lead to a very valuable kill, although it goes to Y. Either way, PSG.LGD going to be very happy with this.
Yeah, they're going to still have their static storm intact. I don't think I think this Riki got off to a very good start, and as we've talked about, pretty polarizing hero. But with the start that he had,
to Ame, Laguna Blade to follow, but
no backup.
The trade, yeah, the Moonlight Shadow giving cover for Ori, but allows him to initiate, but nobody to follow it up with. As Y taking a lot of damage in the meantime, and the multi-shot is finishing him up from the high ground. There's the first rolling thunder of the game from XXS, but nothing to say with the Remnant in a way. Now Monet has to be careful, as there are familiars just completely surrounding him. Soul Assumption is there as well, and the last right click will do it. Now the Pulverize applied to XXS. All he can do, actually mitigates a lot of damage to that shield crash, but doesn't last as long as it used to. Not able to get the stun on the Faith Beyond, but the Searing Chains is there. So 3 kills for PSG.LGD.
We're talking a tenth of a second there from a totally different outcome, I think. Nothing to...
At this stage, is that like extremely good news as a Riki? Because he hasn't been involved at all. So I feel like this is just going to get amplified now as he starts to actually show up in these fights. As Siamese Cat looks like he's going to have to self-disrupt.
Good arrow.
Sassy wants to go for the roll. Taking it out here a bit. There's nothing to say. Does finish off Siamese Cat with that last slide fist, but away he goes as PSG.LGD.
Oh, they got the
confident. Big glimpse into the Static Storm and Pulverize. No chance for XXS as he does not have his shard. Obviously, that is going to be the big counter to that.
Dire's bottom tower.
Is the one thing they need to not happen is that they get clumped up and get Pango rolled, and then the artillery just starts going to town with the Drow as well as Lina. So what they do is they poke and force out the Pango roll, and then they just disengage. And now that it's on cooldown,
no
they can
BKB, Ori, Soul Assumption is there, smoke screen as well, he's done. Monet gets a pretty good multi-shot, but this is going the way of PSG.LGD for sure. 2-0 to start it. And nothing to say is not done here quite yet. Gets the Searing Chains up, but the Disruption's going to delay this just for a little bit. Faith Beyond continuing with his familiars, but Monet just ticking down ever so slowly. Another gust, but there's the Blink Strike from Ame. Double kill for him. Tricks of the trade, but Blink Strike back into the fray, and that's a 4th kill going the way of LGD, and this should be a free Roche as well. Riki is owning.
Yeah. Take on, not Riki, Shannon. You could take it on.
But the voice line is so rare.
That's true. It is a good voice line.
Trying to walk away here. Onslaught. Oh, he does see him, but gets gusted. But the glimpse back, that was just enough into the Static Storm. Trample as well, but Ori pops the BKB, gets the LSA to be able to cancel it. They do get the kill onto the Primal Beast, but there's a disruption to save Monet, but not for long enough. Down goes the Drow again. Demonic Person had nothing to say, and his Remnant's going to be really slow as a result, but he has the cover of his teammates. Shadow Demon dead. Ori basically out of mana, and that means they can now initiate, but the Moonlight Shadow giving him cover.
It's running out now.
From XXS. Nice blink onto 2 heroes. Here comes a nice Starstorm as well. Nothing to say. Gets stunned again. Do they have enough? They do. Big kill for Aster. Need to get more out of this, though. Swashbuckle onto Y, but now they're going to control XXS as he is within arm's reach of the Riki and the smoke screen, and down he goes. So it ends up being a 4 for 2, and the Age is still intact.
Dire's bottom tower is
4, right? The BKB is almost always a thing on the 3 primal because you have a bigger responsibility to deal damage. But Jinkyu's role in this game is more of a controlling nature than a killing one. So he's just going to charge in, mess up the fight, make space.
Oh, LSA connects. Laguna Blade as well. Static Storm just for defensive measure, but it's not enough. Nothing to say is dead. Does have the buyback. Not sure if he wants to use it in this engagement. It looks like they're going to lose their primal beast as well.
Okay.
Nice setup there by Aster, baiting the rune.
That ward, value for them, getting that Ember kill, and the primal beast trying to help too. But you're the Pango player, so you can definitely tell me.
Yep, moving on. I can't remember.
I do think it needs to be level 2 before it can.
I mean, that was mostly for the change, for the shard, right? When you're rolling Thunder and then you just shard on top of them.
Oh, speaking of which.
Yep, that's going to be the deletion of XXS. LGD want to fight immediately. Shadow Demon's going to get, well, nice disruption on self, so it's going to cancel the glimpse, but he still will have to cancel his own life, and this could lead to Roche.
Aster just got a great comeback, and now they get caught off in the middle on their Pango and existence for like 2 or 3 years.
What was the mean build was sleep dart into Meteor Hammer, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be seeing that just going out.
Yeah, I don't think so here.
Oh, the Gust coming out. XXS gets the Blink Dagger off. Visage is taking a lot of damage. It's going to be enough to actually get beautiful rolls coming out from XXS. They take him out 2 for nothing to start this fight. But Ori, stuck inside of no man's land, he gets brought down to his knees. Buyback coming out of the Disruptor now, but look, the heroes from PSG.LGD are very low. They're going to lose the Aegis pretty much right off the bat as well. Now he's surrounded, pops the BKB, trying to focus down the Shadow Demon. The Disruption comes out, but nope, not going to be enough. Nothing to say with the Sleight of Fist. Double kill for Ame. So PSG.LGD, I mean, I don't even know who won that fight. There was a buyback coming out. They lose the Aegis. It would have been
probability, but I don't know. Not sure if Axe is the best purchase.
Well, Aster do have their first 4 staff now, outside of Monet, of course.
Don't have Moonlight, so they're going to be spotted here. There's Glimpse.
Yep, the Glimpse back. Monet, he's going to get disrupted, so it doesn't need to pop it, but the Mirana is going to die for her sins. Monet pops the BKB inside that Static Storm. There's nothing to say. He's getting melted inside. Gets off the Sleight of Fist and able to remnant away. And now Ame trying to focus on Monet, but has to reset. Buyback coming out of the Shadow Demon, as it looks like Jinkyu falls to XXS. And the fight ends up resetting here. 6K lead
for the map, but Aster are just ready for it. They have good formation. Another great rolling Thunder once again from XXS. Just took Disruptor out of the fight from the beginning.
Ori trying to delete the Disruptor. 1 right click away. They will find him. It looks like the 4-step ends. The Shadow Demon gets to the Disruption just in time. And nothing to say, melts. Ame gets the Blink Strike off. Make it 2 now as Faith Beyond kind of stuck. I believe he used the shard here to keep himself alive for the time being. That's going to set up a potential stun from the LSA. Now the right clicks come, and that should be more than enough damage for Aster to eat through 2 cores for PSG.LGD. And the tier 2 tower will fall as well.
This game,
that's true.
And for pro games to go 60 minutes so you could talk about your items.
That's right.
And I think all the time we've cast together has happened once.
Moonlight Shadow. Faith Beyond.
Another good rolling Thunder.
LSA and the Laguna Blade. He's dead. No buyback at all as Ori. His right clicks are not something you can ignore. They are able to find the Mirana though, so it's a 1-for-1. But again, much more value kill coming out from Aster. And now Roche, they're going to see he's up.
They're on defense. Your heroes don't have the same kind of team fight impact, right? It's a lot harder for Disruptor to find the place that he wants without using an offensive glimpse. And as we've seen time and time again, he's been struggling to even get to play his hero. Maybe in the base, and with the Axe, they can, okay, they're gonna sleep into the Storm.
Yep, Static Storm is there. Blink Strike as well, the BKBs, but Disruption buys a lot of time, and he's A-okay as Ori, he's gonna get the instant kill onto nothing to say, who does not have buyback. And now they're going to turn this around onto the Primal Beast. This looks like the beginning of the end of game number 1 as Aster have come back with a vengeance. They were down big time early, but ever since the Blink Dagger came from XXS, as the GGs come out, it was just one-sided. Just a crazy game.
Isn't it kind of ironic how we're talking about how Ricky either snowballs or gets crushed, and in this game he did both?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
He was really impressive when he wasn't in the fights, and then the instant he got the items to fight, looked really bad.
Yeah, I mean, credit primarily again here. Maximum 6 games. I feel like
it's less about the amount of games and more about
the intensity.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but I think these players, again, LGD are a very, very experienced squad that have been in positions like this before. Oh, actually, pretty good damage down bottom onto XXS.
He needs it there. First blood goes the way of Y.
Never even went for the spear. Just held it and ends up getting killed. Y with the Snapfire getting that first blood. Curious to see what he spends. Not the only problem. Like, let's say you do kill him off, you still have to worry about the Terrorblade and the in the fight.
The X with the boat coming. TP's coming for Ori. Boat's going to connect, though. Toss on top of the cookie, and Ori looks like he's going to live through this. And now comes the arena from XXX. Great rotation as Y is going to take the first damage here, and it looks like the Tiny will be next. Double kill for Baboka. Extremely good TP coordination here from Aster, and they might even take the tier 1 tower on top.
There is a glyph, though, and no seed.
What do people typically go after in Ags these days on the gyros? They hold that thought, the spear coming in, the boat not going to connect as a result. Arrow connects on top, LSA and the Laguna Blade, but nothing to say is still alive. That Rum is very powerful indeed. The Starstorm coming, he's still staying alive. Finally drops after seemingly forever, and Ori limping away with just a sliver of HP, still the BKB there available, but looks like he's going to be fine. His Faith Beyond up
and learn something new.
Siamese Cat, if he would tank this gank, I think Aster would be very fine with this exchange. He's going to have to use the War Cry. X coming out, though. Avalanche not really going to connect, but still, this is for a support Sven. Spear coming out, does connect onto Jin Q in the meantime. Wraith Pact is popped as Monet. Looks like they're going to get the kill onto Jin Q first. And now a nice arena coming out. Do they have the follow-up? Black Hole is used only on the Mars for now, but the right clicks from Ori are starting to do a fierce amount of damage. Nothing to say, has to BKB TP. He doesn't even want to bother finishing up the support Sven. Now Ame being chased, homing missile on the way, but the buyback from Snapfire. Looks like that'll be enough for Aster, for PSG.LGD, who are down 1-0 in this best of 3 lower bracket.
Dire are scanning.
But you can see their spidey senses are tingling. They're grouping up in their own triangle, and looks like they'll dodge most of it here. Low vision now, yeah, Faith Beyond might take the brunt here. Arrow coming, not even needed. But spawns. Counter initiation, Jin Q gets a nice toss up, but that's the BKB from Monet used defensively. Buyback down to Faith Beyond. Doesn't have any way to get inside the battle easily, though. Oh, nothing to say, jumps really deep in. Pops the BKB for himself.
He's just diving him.
Absolutely, he wants to fight. Gets off the Torrent as well as the ship. Trying to focus down Monet. He's going to be close. He's getting very low. Still the focus continues, but nothing to say. He's also taking all the damage. He's out so far, and he's dead. And Faith Beyond, he dies as well. That's a dieback for him. Now the toss back from Jin Q. Can they get the Lina? Ori, they need to get something out of this. Little Shredder is enough. It's going to cost Y his life, but certainly worth it. But now Ame, he's only here with Jin Q. And they do enough to take him out here. He's trying to get kited here, but there's the Avatos from Jin Q. Spear out. Ame with a sliver of HP. They find the gyro finally, as XXS has to BKB teleport away. So PSG.LGD gets some from Jin Q. Monet already at half HP, but he's certainly fine for now. He's going to get torrented. Controlled a bit. Trying to reset, though. XXS getting kited by Ame, but Monet wants to go really deep. He just wants to use his Aegis. Please kill me. 10 seconds left. There's the black hole from Faith Beyond, only on 1, but it's a very important one in Ori, who dies inside BKB. The right clicks are there from Ame. That's a double kill for him. And the arena comes out. Nice spear as well. Trying to focus down Ame before he can get the Sunder off. He gets tossed away. It's not going to be enough, though. Double kill from Monet, as he is just demolishing PSG.LGD with this Aghanim Scepter and right click build.
They were literally playing volleyball with
finishing the Daedalus. It's just a casual Crystallis. Yep. Went for Butterfly after it.
That order, I think, was really a cool choice in this game instead of finishing the Daedalus. He will get it eventually, but the Satanic is a little bit more surprising.
Siamese Cat runs into Y. There's the arena, #1 from XXS, because he has the Refresher Orb, as they're going to delete Jin Q to start this fight, and they find the Snapfire as well. So 2 very important supports down for PSG.LGD. Ame, he's waiting in the wings, but they see him thanks to the Sentry. There's the Refresher Orb. has the arena, but doesn't want to use it because of the BKB. They're actually kiting him pretty well. Feels like a wasted BKB from Ame in the end, but there's the arena not quite in range, but nothing to say. Forced to pop his BKB.
Look out for the black hole here!
Much, but there's the tidal wave. Bring Monet into the black hole! Are you serious? What a combo! And Monet trying to right-click a bit, but his right-click from Ame are too much. Double kill for Ame, but Ori going to town on Faith Beyond. Ends up being a 3-for-1, but now the buybacks onto Siamese Cat. Ame has to try to reset. He's going to get the double spear with the shard. Triple kill on Ori. Nothing to say is dead. Will he get the Sunder? No. Ultra kill Ori and into the Roche pit, which doesn't have anybody in it for the next 10 seconds.
Gyro's the carry?
Wow.
I think Lena's the carry.
Job of positioning to avoid the Sunder once the stun durations are over. So it's not been very easy for Ame at all.
He is effectively rendering Monet's neutral item kind of useless.
Well, they made Faith Beyond use his Blink Dagger already, as there's the first arena, and trying to save his teammate was Jin Q, but he's just going to die instead, and that's 2 dead with no buyback. Aster in a 5v3 commanding position in this game number 2. Faith Beyond going for the BKB black hole. It's just on Ori, still pretty damn good kill, but he doesn't have buyback. Monet, he's trying to go to town with the Satanic, he's able to take out Faith Beyond in turn. Ame gets the Sunder out at the last moment, but now he's completely surrounded, pinned to the barracks, and he's dead! 4 dead for PSG.LGD as GG's come out. Aster eliminate LGD from TI11.
Yeah, they were just better this game, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no need to dance around it. They were literally just better. The lanes went exceptionally well. Their fight selection was better. Their team fight execution was better. You know, Aster did come from the upper bracket and drop down here, whereas LGD dropped down earlier, right? So they did good that round further.